I'm here today with my business partner, Nathan, and he is with Cannabis South from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I just want to thank TSU for allowing us to come to the school today and talk to you about the cannabis and hemp markets and the different avenues of which you as students of this generation can benefit. So just to get started, like I said, my name is Devisha L. Johnson. I am a millennial. I'm also a mother of 4 children. Went to University of Houston right across the street for a construction management degree. And now I'm running several businesses in the cannabis and hemp space, or more in the agricultural space, but I'm here today to talk about the cannabis and hemp space. So usually our demographic of people are talking about social justice issues, mass incarceration, smoking weed, the different strains we can grow, opening up a dispensaries. That's all fine and good, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. The HBCU tour that we have developed is talking about the exact opposite. Now, it's still sexy, y'all can still make some money, but it's not gonna be in the dispensary category. So dispensaries and weed in general is only gonna get you so far. You are sitting here today in this classroom because you're thinking about the future. If you were just thinking about the right now, you can go hustle up some money and pay some bills in the right now. But you're spending your time, your effort, your time away from hanging out with your friends and all of that to do 4 years of college because you believe that that is going to lead you to a better opportunity. Well, I'm not saying quit school, but Nathan and I are part of your demographic, and I finished college, but I didn't finish college until 2016, and I'm almost 40. So at this point, we want to provide you with, right now, opportunities to enter into this market from the industrial hemp side that you can also do while in school and attaining the education that you need. So when you get out of school, whatever degree it is that you're attaining now, you'll already have one foot in the door. So Nathan focuses on education. I focus more on policy. So I was a political science major. I graduated in 2016 with a degree in political science from Georgia State University. But in the mix of doing that, I got an internship with the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus, and I started working on cannabis and hemp legislation from a community-based standpoint. So that's really what my background is building the Black ecosystem, working with the community and the legislators. So I focus on policy and business administration. The hemp industry, just in general, is a global business, like my business partner Nathan said. So I have a deep affinity to the continent of Africa, and we're working on several different projects there. But if you are like, I don't want to go to Africa, I don't want to hear about it, that's also fine. Let me tell you about the business. So hemp is, the chairs that you're sitting in are going to be made out of hemp. This table right here is going to be made out of hemp. The building that we're sitting in can potentially be made out of hemp. So that puts us in the construction market, because I went to the University of Houston for a construction management degree. That puts us in the agricultural market. That puts us in the architecture market, the science and technology market. Those are all global businesses. So just like you can sign up for one of your classes, you can do a study abroad, you can do a study abroad based on hemp. Now here's the sexy part. Hemp and cannabis are 2 different plants, but don't nobody else know that. Y'all probably didn't even know that. Most of the police officers that pull you over don't even know that. So if you base your education or get education in the hemp space, you're at the same time educating yourself on the cannabis space. From the policy level straight down to the farm level. So if you know somebody on your block that grows weed, then they know how to grow hemp. So we're talking about now legitimizing a market, which is what the U.S. government did by making hemp legal. So from a policy standpoint, since we're in the School of Public Affairs, and most of you are probably political science majors, this is what I would say. The purpose of this HBCU tour is twofold. It's to educate you on the possibilities for creating businesses outside of the cannabis space. It's also to educate you on the policy initiatives. So when people are writing legislation when it comes to cannabis and hemp, specifically in Texas, because I deal with this in the state of Georgia, there are already barriers created for everybody in this room. That's just what it is. I'm not here to tell you that it isn't. I'm not here to fill your head with pipe dreams and sell you a dream. What is the good thing about getting the education that we provide in the HBCU tour, even though there are barriers created, we found the loopholes for you to still be able to enter the market, get the education that you need, get access to resources that you need, outside of just the basic education that you're going to get here at TSU or any other HBCU. So before I get into the weeds of the policy side, the global marketplace, I just want to give you kind of an introduction on what we're going to be talking about. I know Nathan, went into depth about what it is that he does and the education side. So we're going to take about a 5-10 minute break, and then we'll come back and talk about, the different policy initiatives from other states in the South that are similar to Texas. We'll talk about our projects in Africa that we have going on, and then we'll start fielding any questions. So we'll need about 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll be back.